I forgot to unmute the mic. I forgot to unmute my mic because I was dealing with having to re-put the PNC on. Because it had, of course, quit during the waiting screen. Hello Nan, hello Zeke. How was everyone's raptures? Did everyone had a good rapture day? Oh no, you're gone. Oh no. Good thing to have a Wi-Fi out there. Maybe a doppelganger thing ever. Also, just regular you then. I was late for that. Oh well. Well, I haven't moved. No one has called me. I haven't risen to the skies, so I'm very happy to take that as a sign. And also, like, it's cold enough that I can wear my big sweater, so I'm very happy. I fucking love this sweater. And also, I finished watching a VOD of someone playing. No, I'm the Human. I don't remember exactly the title of the game, but it feels very anti-Rapture in a way. Apparently, people said they pushed it up to the 24th. No, I'm not a human. Yes, exactly. Apparently, they pushed it to the 24th, so. Maybe God had some shit to do today. Maybe he had a dentist appointment or something. We shall see. It was very funny, I think, because people online were like, "Oh, I wonder what all the Christians like will say when it doesn't happen. Like, are they going to apologize? They're going to realize how stupid it is?" No, they're not. Have you ever met like people that think like that? Or is that in 2012? Or is that in 99? Like, they always think the world is ending at a random ass date and it never happens, and they never apologize. They just go on with their day and they're like, it was a test, and they just continue their life. Like, it's so delusional to me to think that people will apologize about something like that. Like, is this the first time you've been around here? Have you never met someone that has like very violent faith? Good for you. Yeah. I put all my little bracelets on my thing for now. I'll see where I put them later. Apart from that, I hope everyone had a nice day. I hope everyone had a nice Monday, a nice Tuesday. Yeah, mostly like rested a bit, worked a bit, regular day, you know. I mostly rested yesterday because I was really tired, and today I just like went with the flow and got some work done, and then napped a bit, and then yeah, and now we are here, so more work to get done. I'm happy though because with the Steam sale I was able to get Escape Simulator with all the DLCs for cheap, so I'm like, because last time they were like a lot cheaper. I had, I think, just gotten a few games, so I didn't get it. But now I got it, so that's good. Because I don't think I'll be able to finish it before the second one comes out, because it comes out in October. So I don't think I'll have time to play all that before October, because there's a lot of DLCs. But at least I'll be able to play it somewhat around when it comes out for the second game. I saw the because I didn't have, when I added it to the wishlist, it didn't have the official visual for it yet, and now it has the official visual, and I'm very happy about it. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, because they changed kind of like the visual style for the cover of the game, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. So hopefully the second one will be good as well, because I know the first one's fun. I had watched back in the day. I had watched people play it, but I don't remember shit about it. So it's been long enough that I can play it now. Yeah, I wanted to see that. Hopefully the second one is as good as the first one. Ah, quit again. Oh, is it going to be an issue again like last time? Is the PNG going to quit every 5 seconds again? Like, also put it not on the right thing. Worried. Yeah, it's very small now. Well, we might have to do... I don't know why my PNGs are having so much of an issue, because I didn't change anything. Wait, let me switch. I didn't change anything from... like... because it could have been the resolution of OBS, but I didn't change anything in between art streams, so I don't know. Because that was like a while ago. So I don't know why it's like doing this. Because usually it would like crash once or twice and then be fine. But now it's been like last time it was crashing so much. It's already crashed 3 times now in like 15 minutes. And I don't want... like if it's during the waiting screen, like I will resize it because like it doesn't matter if it crashes it, but I don't want to crash it for it to just like do the same thing in like 5 minutes. I'll just put you here like this. Okay. And we'll see what it does, because... Might look it up. Why does EA2 keeps crashing? Usually a graphics card issue. Update your drivers. Okay. On Mac, here we go. As it didn't yesterday with no problem. Today it opens static windows and crashes after a few seconds. Apparently PNG Tuber Plus works better. Oh, it's kind of the same thing, right? Oh, you can get it on Steam. Sorry, I'm doing that on the stream at the same time, like, huh. Let's see on Steam how it is. Might as well. I'm ahead on the things anyway, so. Here you go. Oh, but the Steam version is just for Windows. Okay. Well, I have that open, so I'll check it later on Mac. Because they have it, so that's good. Yeah. It's the same, it's name your own price as the other one. And it looks like they might have a few more stuff than VideoTube as well, so could be fun. Until waiting for like the full version of VOD to be out. Okay. It's time. So, up. You are here. So I had done the party look and the everyday look so far, so we have just the rest to do and then render. God, I'll have to get used to this new interface because like everything looks slightly different with the Procreate update. So it's a bit like whoop. Okay. Date one. Go. I have seen though quite a few people play trumpet and trombone and shit for the Rapture in the US, like outside, to just mock the people in their neighborhoods that believed it, and I thought it was very funny. That's good chaos, I fear. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Why doesn't it let me paste it? Usually that's not an issue. Oh, I wasn't in the right thing. Okay. That's why I was like, no. App copy. Oh. Hi, Antoine. Tony forced to do a top 3 Kenny. Oh yeah, because I forced Antoine to do their top 3, and so tears were shed. You know, sadness happened. I'm still angry. Oh no! But it's part of the game. You need to do the top 3. It's not fun otherwise. You can't be angry at me for that. The game is rigged. Hey, it's not rigged. I had to do the entire roster of characters. How is that rigged? Also, so the oula, that's not what I want to do. The top 3 for Antoine ended up being. I have that on my phone. Give me a second. Dolly, Matteo, and Dasha. That was the top 3, with like 20,000 other characters added to it. Which, like, it's very funny to see how pretty much everyone has the same, or like with a few people different top 3. That's kind of funny. I don't know why, but the uppercase later didn't stay, so now everything is lowercase. Oh no, sad. Same as oh. You don't count, Zeke. Except for Zeke, pretty much everyone's tops was the same. Because my top 3 technically doesn't have any of... no, it has Matteo in my top 3, I think. I don't remember. But, like, it's because I have the entire thing put on, so it's also... I include those in, like, in the same breath because they're, like, in the Bebu's corner. 20,000 offers with the top, as the top should be. I don't know why, but Zeke is the exception for exceptional man, of course. No, for shitty taste. Everyone with good taste had the same characters at the top, exactly. Yeah, because Helen, even though it's not in the top 3, Matteo, Dolly, and Dasha are still in the highest tier. And I think they're all in the highest tier for me as well. course. Yes. That here is top 4 for me. And Bobby, I just put it adorable because the idea to put it knock me up, I was like, it feels a bit weird with the energy I had from Bobby. Up. Yep. It is funny to think that, like, Helene commented on that, but like, if I do a top that's like just characters and without the funny jokes as names, then the top would be different. Can't wait to convince some friends to play this game into their reactions and favorites. Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun. The game's on sale right now as well. I don't think it's on sale for a lot, but it is on sale. Which is always good. Yeah, spreading, like, whenever there's a good game, spreading the gospel is always great. So it's fun. Hopla. And it quit again, okay. I'm just going to leave the PNG space empty for today, and I'll try to take care of it by next time with PNG, with the other software, and see if it works better, because... Also, a few streams back, I told you I had a joke surprise to make, but sadly, the timing was bad. By just a few days, it was for changing my name, and I don't recall the joke from the previous streams. Okay. Wasn't it to, like, send money for the dating sim? Wasn't it something like that? I thought it was what you were hinting at. Hopla. Maybe I truly don't remember my genius joke, but at the time, truly a great failure for human history, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. Also, Antoine, did you have a good rapture day? Did you get taken, or are you still on Earth? I knew you wouldn't know what I was talking about. Which is partly why it's a joke. It was Rapture Day today. Didn't you hear? Oh, so that's what all the caution was about today. The people screaming on the streets. Yeah, yeah. That's what it was about. Yeah, getting on fire and stuff, the trumpets, all that. But there's no revolution day happens, yeah. You never really know when you live here. Some people that haven't been taken say that like it's been pushed back to tomorrow apparently. Maybe he does it in half and half, you know. Maybe it's too tiring to get everyone at once. I also saw people being like, oh, what if everyone puts their like old clothes like in the street outside to make believe like that people weren't chosen. And you didn't participate? Wow. Yes, the original me was taken. Yeah, now we have Shadow Zeke. So hopefully brighter days in our future. Fake French. I am ashamed. It's okay. You know, we do the revolution so much. You need to have a little bit of a break now and then. You can't go to everyone. Also, I have annotated all the so you know, I have annotated all of the emote suggestions, and I will make them, and I will do them little by little. Right now I have just like separated them in like which ones will be owls, which one will be crows. But they're coming your way. I will try to do some of the animated ones, because I have been told to do some animated ones. I will try my best. We'll see what comes out of it. Cannot promise anything. Because I'm not an animator. But yeah. Thanks, Nan. I'll try. No revolution for me. Today I did the opposite. I participated in the capitalist system by getting my Gravity Falls book for Bill. Yeah, true. You sent me pictures. It looks so cool. I'm so jealous. I want one too. You want a fire one? Okay. I want something to burn. See, the French comes back so quickly. I have a passion or rage. Oh, I'll be rage. This fire, I'm happy. So far for the crow, I have the pouty angry one, the stunned one I need to rework, the crying one I need to rework, the dancing one for animations, and the what the fuck has Zeke just said one. And for owls, I have the thumbs up and the nod and the shake. So nod and shake animated. And the fire. So yeah, that's the plan so far. The what? Don't mind it. Don't think about it. None. Be like this one. How do I access them on Twitch? You need to get better TTV. Wait. You need to get the better TTV like this add-on for Twitch. So you get it on Google or whatever your browser is. You install it and then you'll have them. And then when you'll go into the emojis, they'll be there. The emotes, sorry, not the emojis. And if you then look for emotes, you'll also be able to look them up by name, and all the owl ones are under owl and then the expression, and all the crow ones are under crow and then the expression, so that it's easier to find them. Yeah, because I don't know if it, actually I don't know if it works for iPhone. I'd imagine so, because it's like linked, once you have the thing added on, I don't know. Because it's linked to the channel, so yeah, I don't know. And I've put the thing where you can use them on any channel, so it should be good. If you want to spam my little guys on other channels, you're allowed to. Just, you know, gotta be polite about it. Oopsie. I don't think you can use them on different channels. You can only use that with the actual emotes. Oh, okay. Because there was on Better TV, there was a thing that was like, do you want people to be able to use them on different channels? And I clicked that. So that's why. Let me check. When you upload an emote. Ah, okay, I see. I get it. Yeah, because it's like authorize the emote to be shared with other channels. I see. Well, you already have them on here, so that's good. You know, little by little. At first we didn't have anything, so. Up. But yeah, my bad then. I think my potato computer and Opera browser are too old to support it. The better to TV. I will verify tomorrow, but check what's available for iPhone. Oh, I hope you can get them. I hope. Oh, yeah, I need to do some earrings, true. I was like, what am I forgetting? I think my dreams are being infiltrated by Macron because I did a nap earlier and I had a dream that like that I was I had like bought 2 shops with my siblings. For some reason in the dream I had 2 siblings, not 1, but and so I in my dream I had bought like shops of them. One was like going to be a cafe, the other one was supposed to be, we didn't know yet, we just know we didn't want to do food in it. And like I had also done like a full comic book with my other siblings, and I was talking to my sibling that was just like my actual IRL brother in the dream about the fact that I got a cafe and did a comic book with my other sibling, and he was like, oh, you're getting really busy, and I was like, yeah. And we were like going through the kind of like very like needed to be repaired from everywhere, needed to redo a lot shop, and people kept coming in and like refusing to leave and annoying us and be like, you don't have the permits for this, you don't have an accountant, you don't have this and whatever, and we're like, leave us alone, we're just trying to see what the shop is like. And people like kept coming in and refused to leave. Like there was a table towards the back of the shop, and people just came like a group of people came in with food and went to eat there, and we're just like trying to like organize everything while the people were like keep coming in and shit, and trying to make them leave at the same time. So like my dreams are like haunting me to do entrepreneurship, which I don't think is a good idea. And I'm like, please don't leave me alone. Non, c'est pas la bonne. I need to get better sanity. I forgot the word for brain health. Better mental health. And also a job, and then I will be a good PC, and I will participate, watch the streams in all that glory. Yeah, I'm excited for you to be able to be in a better space for sure. What a dream for you, what the fucking papat. Yeah. I have dreams where I speak to my sibling, and it's always weird because I'm like, don't speak IRL. And then usually in my dream I still have every single issue I have with my brother. But for some reason we're speaking, and I try to forgive or I try to forget or whatever, and it never goes well. My brain is always on my thing of like, you did a good thing by stopping to talk to him. But like, a little reminder of what you're doing. It was very random. I'm like, yes, I know, thank you, I don't intend on changing it. Okay, 2. Weird enough, I wasn't that stressed in the dream though. It was mostly annoyance. But I wasn't too anxious for some reason. So at least that was that. Oh fuck, have I been... Oh, I've been eating the right one, okay, good. It was kind of like, it was kind of satisfying though, because it was like a weird thing where I clearly had enough money to invest in all of this bullshit, and I wasn't too anxious about anything. I was just kind of going with the flow, being like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and hopefully it all goes well. But I wasn't like overly anxious about it, which is surprising. And I was just like, we'll see how it goes. But it was nice in a way to feel like the sense of I have a lot of shit going on and it's a bit of a mess, but like everything's getting done in a way. Well, like in real life, you can feel like I don't have enough going on sometimes. Dreamy usually is a lot less prepared than IRL me, and it's always surprising because I'm like, in real life, I would never do anything without like looking up 20,000 times if it even makes sense to do anything like that. And Dreamy is always like, I don't have any authorization, that's fine. Oh, I need that? Okay. Dreamy is coded slightly. Very, we'll see when we'll get there, energy. And I'm not saying that like as a bad thing, because I think my brain wants me to be more like that, because it usually makes me be more like that. kind of excited to try out some of the new Procreate brushes because they put in this new library which is like filled with new brushes. That's all new stuff. All of that. There's some very fun things. It's kind of annoying that they put it as libraries because it's like all of the ones I like are in the other one. I don't want to have to switch 24/7. But I need to do that at some point, just like take a bit of time and try them all out and see what I like and what I don't like and such. And maybe see if I can like copy and paste some of them maybe into the, let's see, into the old library. If that's some I like. I have seen some people complain me like, oh, I paid this brush like X amount of money and now it's like for free in the new Procreate thing, like a very similar one or whatever. I'm like, I don't regret buying any of the brushes I did buy from artists because a lot of artists do like brush sets and I have quite a few ones now. Also a lot of the ones I got were free as well, so it helps. But even I have one that's quite expensive by someone that like does them. And I think it's part of their full-time job to like do brushes and do like really nice like full packs of brushes with like it's like matte something. What is it? I bought it a long time ago. I don't really use it anymore. What I call a max pack, but like look at all the brushes you get for that. Like they are a lot of them. It's all watercolor brushes. I don't really use them anymore, but I use them for a long time. And maybe one day I'll get back to using them and actually learn how to use them properly rather than whatever I was doing at the time. But yeah, some people were complaining and such, and I don't think that's fair because I'm always happy to like support artists that like try to do a living off of art and like do what they can, and a lot of them do brushes and it's really smart to do that and sell their brushes, and a lot of them are very, very cheap. Like most of them are extremely cheap, so you can't really complain, I think. It's so disheartening because like those people really worked hard on their brushes. Like clearly it took Procreate years before they put that new brush back out, so clearly it wasn't like a full thought for them to do like that amount of new brushes and all of them, and clearly it took time and testing and all that. So I don't think you should like complain too much about that. Like, yeah, now you have them for free, that's cool, but why are you complaining about like helping people financially? People are so annoying with brushes as well, specifically. Like, I remember there was the brush I used for sketching, which I love. People are like, the second they could, like, the brush became really, really popular on Twitter. And the second they could, people like, one person bought it and then just sent it to others for free. It's like, the brush was, I think, €2. If that, maybe less. Like, it's okay if you can't afford it, but like, don't fuck over someone's work and then say, oh well, artists share as like an excuse. Like, that's just fucked. It's not a necessity or anything. It's a fucking brush for Procreate. What music is that? Oh, it's Curtin Rhodes' theme. Okay, Rod, not Road. Try silver, it'll be better because the quality will be like that's not great. Up. That's why I can adjust this all. putain. On to the color now. Color and render. You can tell so violently. I might just put the big chat then if like that spot's not like taken in. Here we go. I haven't gotten anyone in chat in a while that just came in to try to sell me like bot services. I wonder if it's gotten less popular, or it's just the bot stuff is like blocking them preemptively, or a lot like got yeeted out of Twitch by like the new bot stuff that they put in. I wonder. also earlier watching I'm Not a Human and stuff, I realized like, I know it's not like a new revelation or anything, but I realized there really is like a specific like graphic visuals like identity that's very Eastern European now, and like that's very that like kind of creepy for, usually for horror games, kind of creepy, half realistic, half like sometimes it can be very pixelated, very like PlayStation games almost. Sometimes it's a mix of both, sometimes it's one or the other. And like, I don't know if there's been a term for it yet specifically. I was wondering that. Because I feel like we're starting to have quite a few games that have that specific like graphic design elements, or like graphic touch and visual identity is what I'm looking for. Visual identity and come from like the same regions or same countries, and I was wondering if it had a term yet. It wouldn't make sense to have one, right? And usually have like similar-ish themes. Nice on here. I don't know if it's enough like games and game makers yet that it can become an artistic movement, or if we need more. But, to be fair, I feel like movements are usually named after they've passed, so maybe in a few years we'll have a name for that. Even though a lot of more current or not modern, because modern is not the right term, but contemporary movements have been named as they were happening because of social media and all that. So it's becoming rarer to name after the fact, I feel like. But I might be wrong. I'm not that like good in art history and movements and all that, so I found an article about it, but nothing that gives a name beyond low poly at least. That's interesting though. I'm glad people are noticing it though. I mean, I was pretty sure I wasn't the only one that would have made the link. That would be a bit pretentious of me, but yeah, I was wondering how documented it was. Ooh, nice. Because yeah, I feel like it's either stuff like is mouthwashing by a East European dev, but stuff like mouthwashing that are like low poly, or it's stuff that have like hyper realism and kind of like mixing hyperrealism like no, I'm not a human. Mouth washing. Wrong organ. What's the name of the dev? Yeah, it's from Stockholm. So yes. It's a Swedish studio, so yeah, it works with what I meant. Because I thought I saw so for mouthwashing, but I wasn't sure. Because I don't know like how popular exactly it is. It's just I've noticed it on like a few games. So maybe it's not like enough that it can become a movement, or maybe people just haven't like noticed it enough to give it a name. Maybe because since nowadays like everything's like translated in English, I feel like it's you give less to like, or you realize less like when games aren't from just like the US and such. Because I don't know where the devs from No, I'm Not a Human are from. Because I just like looked at the name in the credits and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Developer choose squads. Oh, it's the same publisher as Mouthwashing though. That's interesting. There's already fucking wiki, of course. Russia. So the game development studio is based in Russia. So it makes sense. They made a game called Violent Horror. Of course. Yeah, it's interesting it's the same publishers as Mouthwashing. But yeah, especially in like the indie horror circles of like games that are horror, like classified horror, but aren't like horror, you know? It's more like psychological horror or like thriller suspense and or like a little bit of body horrors and like, you know, screamers and like monsters and such. It's like becoming very like Eastern European centric, I feel like. But also maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a pattern I've noticed and isn't like actually there. So people in the cold crave the horror games. But yeah, I feel like a lot of just having every single game in English takes out a lot of like nationality to the game. Like you don't think about it as much. I don't know if you still have the article open, Nan, but if you do, can you tell me the name of it? I'm interested. wonder if the PlayStation was like, the first PlayStation specifically, were like a very popular console in East Europe, because like that would be a fun link to make with that. Like compared to like Nintendo and shit. Do we say Western Europe? I don't think I've ever heard someone say Western Europe. Usually it's Europe and Eastern Europe, so... Western Europe... I guess so, right, though. Yeah, that's where I am. It's like 5 countries. Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Luxembourg, Austria, Switzerland, Monaco, and France. And then Southern Europe would be like just Italy. And Northern Europe just the UK. And then there's just East Europe. Yeah, it's a lot less defined, I feel like. But maybe it's just very me-centric, because obviously I'm from there, so when you center around it in like your brain, you don't think about that kind of stuff. You don't think of like, oh well, what are we called by other people? Because usually it's just like bundled up as the West with like the rest of Western imperialist countries with like the US and such, I feel like. Lucas Pope fit into this? Because is he from the US? No, not Lucas Pope, or Lucas Pope. Oh yeah, he's from the US, okay. Because of course Papers, Please take from that aesthetic a lot. Oh, he has a little mustache, a little beard. Oh, no, I just need to erase that actually. Here we go. Up, up, up. Honestly, thinking about it, inspirations of that kind of style could also come from Source Engine games, like Half-Life 2, Portal, CSGO, but especially non-Valve games like Garry's Mode. That's true, that's true. Maybe not exactly the same look, but the vibe is kind of similar. Yeah, that's true. Especially like... Yeah, I see what you mean for sure. They're not games I've played as much or thought about as much, so it makes sense it would do less of a link in my brain. It could also be a mix, to be fair, of all of that, because of course it's like all of that is like the gen and CSGO and also Garry's Mode where are popular in Eastern Europe. Yeah, I was going to say isn't CSGO like really popular in Eastern Europe? Because that makes sense for sure as well. And like mixing that with maybe the PlayStation nostalgia thing, since of course like now people that would have played PlayStation games in their youth, like early PlayStation games in their youth, are in age to mod games and make their own. Like mixing all the aesthetics together does really work, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily thought about that. So thank you. It would be funny to see someone who grew up on just only like DS games or shit like that, like pretty cutesy games, make a horror game of that type. That would be very fun, I think. I mean, I guess that's what brings you like stuff like Doki Doki Literature Club, but that's a lot more like Western. It's a bit different because Doki Doki doesn't have that aesthetic because it's like a childhood thing or like a nostalgia thing. It has an aesthetic to fuck with your brain, so a bit different. Or as we call it in like the dating sim community, just the average dating sim. Honestly, the reason Doki Doki worked so much is because people weren't used to playing dating sims. Because there's like fully serious dating sims that are as terrifying or more than Doki Doki. Even though Doki Doki does push it, so it's like I'm being like devil's advocate a little bit here. But yeah, like I could fully see CSGO and Half-Life and such be inspiration for it, especially since a lot of this game have like a first player POV. Maybe Doom as well? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how popular Doom is in Eastern Europe. Okay. only very recently I watched a YouTube video about the history of Valve, and like I hadn't realized at all how many games were Valve games. Like I didn't realize that CS:GO and Garry's Mod were Valve games. I didn't realize that Garry's Mod was a CS:GO mod at start. Like I learned a lot of stuff as a little video game noob, specifically of that like era, and kind of games that I don't really like. I haven't really ever looked into. Like, I knew that Valve was Portal and Half-Life, but I didn't know for the rest. It was very interesting to see. And TF2. Of course, TF2. I mean Portal and TF2 because I played them and at the time. And Half-Life because of course internet culture, it's very hard to pass through. And of course if you know Portal, you'll know the jokes about Portal 3 and Half-Life 3, so. Kinda go hands in hands. Even though I've never played Half-Life. If you think about it slightly, Garry's Mod is gonna be replaced by Roblox nowadays. Dota 2 in my mind is the one that does not fit in, but it's also Valve. True! Yeah, Dota 2 is also Valve. That's weird to think about. I've never played Dota 2. I've never played a Dota game, but also I've never played, what is that called? What are games like Dota called? Ah yeah, I've never played a MOBA online. Thank you, I never played a MOBA. For some reason, I looked up like MOBA examples, and I just got like a list of like 4 games with 4 years it came out. And like disponibility, and it's written yes, yes, yes. I'm like, I don't care, is that like available? I just found examples of MOBA games. Just like written in all letters, yes, yes. It's very funny to me. Valorant's a MOBA? No. Yeah, most of the MOBAs that are being cited in the list I'm seeing, I don't know at all. I know Heroes of the Storm by name, like I've heard of it once or twice. I know of course League of Legends. The rest I don't know, and I know Dota too. The rest of them I don't know. Hard to compete with League of Dota. Hard to compete with League and Dota. Yeah, because they've kind of eaten the market, haven't they? Like Heroes of the Storm, because it's Warcraft, I guess, has gotten like a bit of a, and like there's a Pokemon Arena one that I guess like because it's Pokemon it has gotten a bit of like a following. But except for them, like a new one would be hard to come into the competition and like actually make a market, I feel like. I don't know if it's a genre that would be hard to revolutionize, because I know so little about it. I was going to ask you if you had played lots of MOBA, and then I realized in my brain, ah yes, League of Legends. I was like, yes, yes. But did you play like a lot of Dota or a lot of other MOBA games? I have tried to that once, but other than that, I think I've only ever played League. Honestly, I don't know if it's even that easy to kind of like pick up a MOBA game. Like in my brain, it's kind of like MMORPGs, where like you find one when you're 14 years old and you never move forward that, and you only play that one. In my head, it's kind of like the same genre, and I haven't touched either. In my brain, they're also the same hell, like logistically. Can I see the inside of the thing on this one? Yeah, I would be able to, wouldn't I? Oh no, I don't. Okay. I need to see what color I put on the inside of the sleeves. Maybe this one. No. I know I did the inside of the sleeves on one of them. Ah, here we go. So it's that one. Yeah, to me it's very that kind of energy where like one chooses you when you're like 14 and then you never go back. If you like that kind of game. If you don't, you just like pass next to it and you're like, ugh, whenever you see a screen of about one of them, you like sweat slightly and you watch in horror as people know what the buttons do. Oh, looking at MOBA's Deadlock is an upcoming Valve MOBA. It's invite only right now and something I don't know much about. Oh yeah, I saw it's cited. Deadlock. Valve. It looks pretty. Like the visuals are really nice. I like the artistic. I like the art. But yeah, Deadlock is back. Yeah, like I see the character art and like the lettering and the like concept art for it all, and then I see screenshots of the games and I'm immediately turned off. I'm like, oh, so pretty, and then I see any screenshots from inside the game. I'm like, ugh. But wait, what's the difference then between a MOBA and something like... Because this one is first shooter a bit. It looks like. Not first shooter, it's third person shooter, but... Then what becomes the difference? If you're like third person like that, what becomes the difference between that and like a Team Fortress or Valorant or stuff like that? An FPS, yeah. I looked it up, I was like, is it considered an FPS if you don't see it from like the eyes of the character? But yes. Yeah, tactical shooter. What becomes the difference with that? Tactical shooter. You can play Overwatch on Nintendo Switch? What the fuck? Sorry. It feels very not like it feels like it wouldn't go with with the like Switch controller. Like I'm imagining someone playing Overwatch with a little like Switch Lite and I'm like, huh? I think it's about the game mode, so to say. I think in a MOBA you have to destroy enemy towers and such, so it can look like a League or Dota, but also Deadlock or Smite. Oh, okay, I see. So it's more about like destroying specific parts, like specific towers or something, then like killing everyone on the enemy team. Then I see. And so the like point of view. Either you see it from like a third-person perspective, or you see it from behind the character, or you see it from an FPS perspective. Doesn't matter. Okay. I'm learning so much today. What is it? There's some fucking like 2D visual novel parts in that MOBA. So pretty. Yeah, exactly. Oh god, I see. But no, I guess not. But with something like CS:GO where you don't need to kill everyone, but you need to place a bomb. Yeah, but you don't need to like destroy elements, I guess. But then you can have like FPS games that have MOBA modes, I guess then. Okay. I see. So like the Overwatch mode where you need to like move I don't think like move a thing on a train on train tracks to go from like one base to the other would be more MOBA like than FPS like then, I guess. It's more about like the objectives and killing everyone. I think it's like real-time strategy game, like the Anno series, but you control one single character directly. Okay, I think I get it. Multiplayer online battle arena video games. What does Anno look like? Oh yeah, Anno is it's kind of like Civilization, stuff like that, right? Real-time strategy economic simulation video game series. The dude's name is Max Design. Well, if your name is Max Design, you have to make video games or like some kind of artistry. You feel like it's like in your blood. Oh fuck, okay. I've always been slightly tempted by games like Civilization and like not Kingdom Come, but oh, what's it called? Fuck. Crusader Kings. Stuff like Crusader Kings and Civilization stuff. I've always been a little bit interested in, but I'm always like, oh, it also looks really complicated. Civ is turn-based. Yeah, it is turn-based, I think, but yes, still similar. Yeah, I meant in like the Civilization real-time strategy like side of things, more like Anno, in like content rather than gameplay or type of game. I'm always a bit worried. I'm always like, because those games are expensive as well, I think, which like they kind of should be with like the content inside. But I'm always like, I don't want to pay something that amount of money and like not be sure if I'm going to like it or not. But I do enjoy watching other people's plays though. Other people play. Even though the online seems a bit like shaky at times. When they often get like unsynchronized and such. want to redo that, but they don't look nice. Better analogy would probably StarCraft, but I don't know how much you know about that one. I know about the name. I have heard the word StarCraft before. Wait, let me see. Ah, yeah, that looks more like what I'm imagining a MOBA is like, from the visual aspects of it. I have heard about StarCraft. I have heard tales. I have seen the game front thing before. Is it also Blizzard? Is StarCraft also Blizzard? Because that's the same typo as Warcraft. I think so, right? Yes, yes. Fun fact, I did see the Warcraft movie. Why? Why did I went and watch that? I watched it with people, so it probably was like asked to go see it. I don't remember. I know who I went to see it with, but I don't remember if I wanted to go see it. If they were just like, hey, let's go see this movie because I want to see it. I don't have many memories of it. It was okay, I think. The movie was fine. It's just very random because I don't like the game. And I didn't like it then, so I don't know why I went. That's the things you do. If I went with who I think I went, I also didn't have to pay for it, so... You get what you get. I already don't have to pay for the movie, you know, it's already fine enough. I'm happy not choosing it. God, that was a weird time in my life. But I remember like thinking it was going to be like really bad and worrying it was going to be really bad and then being like kind of happy, like not happy about it, but like kind of happily surprised and thinking it was going to be worse than it was. I don't know if they made any more of them though. I think they only did that one movie, right? When did it come out? Warcraft, the movie. I remember the 3D was nice. $2016, yeah, that's what I would have said. I would have gotten so deep into World of Warcraft back in the day if it was subscription based. Also, I know that's not Warcraft itself. Yeah. I watched a while back. I watched a bunch of French streamers and content creators in general that all like love Warcraft, talk about their addiction to Warcraft in their youth and how they got into it and shit. And they were all like, they all had like tricks to manage to play it while like not having the subscription or like playing it at a friend's house that had the subscription, and stuff like that. Or like going to like a cyber cafe to play it. Or like getting, there was apparently a technique where you got like those like phone cards that had a little bit of money on them and you would pay with them. Like they were tricks. There was a guy that was like apparently like it's really bad, you shouldn't do that, but it's kind of funny in retrospect, but it is bad, don't do that. That like knew he was cute and so he would like ask girls for their phone to put his number in and he would like send messages to the like thing to get credit on his Warcraft. The things you do for video games. But yeah, I know my brother played for a long time, so I'm guessing my parents like bought him the subscriptions. I don't really know. What did you get into instead of Warcraft though? Because I'm guessing it was that void was filled with something else. I tried so many times to get into Warcraft. I mean, so many. I think I tried 2 or 3 times, which is more than I usually give to a video game. Because my brother was so into it, and I really wanted to like get into it as well, but it just was not for me. Get to like the first few quests and having to kill like I don't remember how many fucking wolves, and I got so bored, and then I would go do something else. I remember I also had Fable I really wanted to play, but I think he didn't want to lend it to me. I think it was a thing of like it was on his computer and I didn't have a computer at the time, so I couldn't play it. Once again, the fact that like I have ADHD that hates repetition, and my dislike for very not basic but very classic fantasy stuff saving me from things. Well, I tried over MMOs, but mostly just whatever game we currently play with friends group. That makes sense. That's sweet. That's nice. Yeah, I also had no one to play with me, so like it wasn't like I was, because like most of the people on the thing were like talking about how there's usually a friend of theirs that was playing, and then like they got into it through that. Yeah, I never had like friends being into MMOs or such, so it makes sense. So like Battlefield 3, Minecraft, League of Legends, and others I can think of right now. I mean, that's already a good list. That's already a good list. Like, I never had a friend group to play games online with. Like, specifically online games with, because like now we do Ace Attorney with Zeke, and we do like games from time to time with Helen. But like online games, I've never like really had lobby with friends or such, because I never was friends with people that would play that much online. We were all fucking anime nerds, and like you go home, you watch anime. So yeah, I probably like a few friends probably asked me, maybe, and I couldn't play because Mac. That's also a possibility. And like the idea of going into a lobby with people I don't know, never. Never in my life. Like, I think that's probably one of the reasons I stopped playing TF2, because I was like, I didn't like playing with people I don't know. Even now in Project Sekai, sometimes I don't do like team stuff, even though it's very chill, but like, I don't do group the like online stuff that much, because I'm like, I don't know people. I don't want to. I don't want to know them. I did it more in my old account because I wanted the like 100 friends or some shit, like accomplishments. But like now I'm like back in 2014 back in 2014 was the absolute dream. Pretty much always had 5 people for a full team to play League, and played almost every day. Very healthy. I mean, that's what being 14, 15 years old is like, isn't it, though? It's like, you go to class and then you go home and you do whatever bullshit you want. When you're lucky enough to do so, when you don't have, like... when you have the privilege to do so, but when you do, it's, like, great. I mean, I did... that, but I just watched anime all day. So, also very healthy, you know? I watched, like, usually I would come home, I would open YouTube, I would open like all of the on different tabs. I would open all of the videos in like the that had come out today that I wanted to watch. I would watch them all, and once I was done with that, I would go and watch anime. I think that was the routine. And like do whatever, of course, homework I had and stuff. But yeah, like... And when I used to have a blog, I used to go on my blog and do shit on there as well, but... I don't remember exactly when I stopped, so I think 2014 I probably was towards the end of that, or I probably already had given up my blog. I don't really remember. It's been a while. Yeah, and if I had like friend DMs or whatever, I would respond to that, of course. Maybe art as well. Probably drew a bunch as well at the time, but I don't really remember now. As much. Oh wait, 2014. Did I have my YouTube channel in 2014? No, I might have started it a bit later, so I wasn't making YouTube yet. I didn't spend my time doing that, okay. I was like, wait. Yeah, mostly just anime. I didn't get into anime until later. Around the same time I watched Elfen Lied, recommended by my girlfriend at the time, and it was okay. TBH, I never really watched as much anime as I in general. Yeah, I don't really watch anime anymore. I kind of want to get back into it because I know there's lots of titles I would like, but I watch that from time to time. I mostly just keep up with the few mangas I have saved for like scans and stuff. I never watched Elfen Lied somehow. I knew it was really popular and I knew I wanted to watch it, but I never ended up watching it. But at the time I was like into it, and it was like the perfect thing for me, because on one hand it was the same thing all the time, because it was like episode lengths were always the same, number of episodes per season were pretty much always the same. I knew the kind of series I liked, a lot of them were really similar, but on the other hand it was also always different because it was always different shows. So I like consumed them like candy. Like I would watch an insane amount of anime. I don't remember most of them now. Like there's so much. I wish I had like a tracker, or I wrote down all the animes I watched at the time, just to know, because I know that some I watch and I have zero memories of what happened in them. But I have memories of like watching them on my mom's computer until like 1 AM in the office. I know I also played 2014 was probably also around the time I played what's it called? What's it called? Mystic Messenger. It was around the time I played Mystic Messenger, so I had like alarm on my phone in the middle of the night to wake up and do the chats in Mystic Messenger and then go back to sleep. That was probably more like in 2015, 2016. But I know it was my first year of high school, so it was maybe 2014, 2015 rather, actually. What a time to be alive. Not much has changed. No, that's not true, that's not true. But yeah, now I'm less into anime because I just don't take the time to watch it anymore. But It also made me slightly cynic towards anime in a way, because now when there's like a new big title that everyone loves, I'm a lot more like squinty at it, because a lot of them I'll be like, this is nothing new, this is very basic. But a lot of new stuff are also really good. Like, I know I need to watch Dungeon Meshi. I watched a little bit. I haven't finished it, but I watched a little bit. And I want to watch, what's it called? Frieren. I've heard really good stuff about. I've also heard very weird stuff about, but I've mostly heard good stuff. So I know I want to watch that. When there's a new season of a few JoJo's I really like, I'll watch them. Like A Sign of Affection whenever the new season comes out. Let's go. But yeah. It's easier to watch stuff for me when I have someone to watch them with, honestly. Because like I used to do that a lot with my... either when we were in the housemate situation, flatmate situation with Antoine and my other flatmate at the time, we would always watch anime during mealtime, so that was like... I got a good amount of animes watched at that point. And when I was with my ex, we would watch them when we were together IRL, so that was nice as well, because I watched quite a few stuff. But it was mostly me showing stuff I had already seen, to be fair, so I didn't watch that much new stuff, but I did watch a bunch of new stuff still. But yeah. It's always harder a bit on my own, because I always get the little voice in my head of like I should be working and I can't work if I'm watching something with subtitles, so. Ugh. I never asked actually, Nan, what's your favorite anime? I know I'm very like... With anime, a lot of them, a lot of like old-timey faves, I'm like, ugh. If I watch them now, it feels so bad. But like they have a hold on my heart, I cannot dislike them. The other day I watched, during the Z event, I watched, there's a guy that did like this, like 90s, 2000s, 2010s quiz. And there was a question on one of my favorite anime as a child that I was pretty much the only one that fucking knew that I have all the DVDs for. And I screamed like out loud when I heard the question because I was like, oh my god, it's my thing. I used to have a poster of this thing and I don't have it anymore and I'm very sad about it because it was a really nice poster. It's like it's not that niche if you're into anime as an anime, but if you're not really into it and you haven't like fucking like would go on YouTube to watch anime clips to then find the series to watch them in like 2012, you wouldn't have heard of this anime. And I was like screaming about it. I was like, oh my god. They cited my thing. I DM'd Helen about it because I was like, oh my god, there was a question about my thing. And then I DM'd her again when there was a question about Red Dead Redemption. Because that's her thing. I got so excited. Because I was really not expecting it either. I was like, what? No one got the question, sadly. Yeah, okay. Up, up, up. Okay. Sorry about the pages again. Don't worry, you're all good. Forcing you to do more anime shit. I'm not sure about a favorite. Most emotional impact probably Evangelion, and most cozy feel good Shunibyo, I'd say. Oh really? Haven't watched either in a long time though. Yeah. God, cozy feel good for Shunibyo is something to say. In my opinion. Because that's not what I got out of Shunibyo at all. I got emotional damage out of Shunibyo. God, Evangelion I get though. I need to watch. I still haven't watched Evangelion. It's so long as well though. Oh. But I know I need to watch it at some point. Because I know it's like a classic. It's really good. And I know how like how big it is and how much it impacted everything. Same with like Akira and stuff like that. I need to watch them. I mean, sure, but at least they get together before the 20th season. True. I think it's because I watch so many just like cute JoJo's and like romance animes. So like something that and just like Slice of Life I watched a lot as well. So like something that deals with depersonalization and being so having such a fucked sense of self in my brain. I'm like, I'm feeling cold out. I mean, I never had Shunibyo, but I can relate to some of the stuff. It's very emotional in a good way. Yes, for sure. It's good emotional. I don't know if I watched season 3. I think I watched only season 1 and season 2. I didn't watch season 3. And I kind of let go after season 2, I think, in my memory. But season 1 was really good from what I remember. Honestly. It just was like, oh yes, a feel-good animation video. Of course. Is it? I think so. Wait, let me check. I might misremember. That's very possible. Maybe then I didn't watch season 2 and I just watched season 1. But there was a girl in season 2 that I remember that I watched. Shunibyo and Other Delusions. There's only 4 volumes in the manga. That's wild. Anime. I think there's a movie. I don't remember. Maybe it's a movie I haven't watched. That's very possible. They did a lot of movies for animes back then, but they were usually just like shorter versions of the. God, it was when. What's it called? It was when Kyoto Animation was everywhere. How many seasons? The manga is also very different, I've heard. That doesn't surprise me. It has that. Oh yeah, it's 2 seasons. My bad. It's 2 seasons. 2 seasons, 2 OVAs, and 2 movies. Okay, so maybe it's the movies that I saw and I thought it was another season and I didn't watch them. My bad. Yeah. Movies were either to like do summaries of the seasons or when they couldn't get a new season and so they did a thing. Or if they're really popular, it's like alternate stories. I also enjoy Nichijou for some silly slapstick comedy. Oh yeah, I never watched Nichijou, but I've heard really good stuff about it from Antoine. In the same vein, I have watched Azumanga Daioh. I still have the DVD set for Azumanga Daioh. God, the art style is very similar. I wonder if. I know the manga side is very different then. What have you like mangas, books here? Yeah, no, they've only done Nichijou, I think, and the manga called City. Okay, yeah, it's not the same manga guy. It looks very similar. But I have really good stuff for Nichijou. We are finished with all of the Charlie sprites. Yippee. As one might say, yippee. So I'm going to start the sketch for the Ambrose ones. Need to do my little list first so I don't forget. Okay, so party every day, date 1, date 2, date 3. Also, the way I watched Evangelion was so bad. I marathoned it all and started like 8 PM and watched through the night. Oh god. I've done this with so much bullshit. That was how I used to watch anime as well. That's kind of how I still used to watch series. I usually do that with like Love is Blind and stuff like that. It's really bad. I just watch all of it in one go. I shouldn't. Or like I sleep and then I finish it the next day. I did that with the anime called Riven. Not Riven. Not Riven. I'm saying bullshit. Fuck. Why is my brain being so scrambled today? Riven is the fucking video game. It's not an anime. Ah. Fuck. I have the image. I don't have the fucking name of the thing. Wait. The issue is when I watch something through the night. Given, similar, similar enough. When I watch something through the night, I usually end up starting at like midnight. And it's like 8 hours of content. I'm like, yes, let's go. Because I'm like, I'll watch an episode or two and then it's done. Up here we go. Okay. But yes, I watched Given, the entire one season of the show, not the movie. I don't know actually if I watched the movie afterwards. No, I think I just watched the show and I watched the movie the day after or something. But, and it's one of my favorite anime, and like, I just, it like took me so much emotionally that like I almost cried, like really, really nearly cried. And I was in such a state afterward. I was like, how do I sleep after this? What do I do now? Mind you, I don't know anything about it. And so imagine me just, haha, yes, cool, make an anime, and then slowly I get more and more tired, and the events of Evangelion unfold. Yeah, I bet. The thing is, like, I can imagine, because that's how I get into anything. I'm like, oh yes, like, Given, I'm like, oh yes, cute little music anime. Given is a cute little music anime, but it's also gay music anime, but it's also deals with very heavy topics. I do that way too much to myself, where I'm just like, ah, yes, I shall, here we go. I shall watch this little thing and be fine, and it's like, no. Why are you doing this to yourself? The thing is, I don't get more tired usually, I just get more hyped, or like more energized by watching anime, and then I'm just like, staring at the ceiling for a while. I think like after I finished Given, I just stared at the walls for a while and like waited for it to like to really like start to digest in my brain. Okay, so we have neutral, happy. That's a weird ass age. Disappointed, angry, blush. I don't know if it's just me that loves getting blindsided, but I just never check anything before I watch it, and I'm just like, ugh. The walls need to be stared at. Yeah, same thing happened after I finished watching, I mean, it's a lot shorter because it's just a movie, but, fuck, I can't remember the name of anything today. Wait. God. Thank God the anime exists. Look Back. When I watched Look Back, I thought I'd be fine, and then I finished the movie, and I didn't like it at first, but then it grew on me and stuff, just like through like 10 minutes of me just literally, I just closed my computer and I just looked at the wall for a while. Which doesn't happen a lot with me. I just like, felt like I just got gut punched. Give me a sec, I'm going to get my ref out, so I'm going to do the sensor for a second. Here you go. There you go. Okay. Oh, I also remember one anime that I watched, and after the manga, and after I read the manga and fully cried. Very good experience overall, and I absolutely will not tell you what anime it was because on the surface it's very weird. But now I'm curious though. And now I'm curious. Not even in DMs. I'm afraid that even if you were to look into it, I might not be as good as I remember and then just be a weirdo. Well, I wouldn't look into it specifically. I just want to know if I know it. I wouldn't look into it, I don't think. I just look. If I don't know the title, I just look what it looks like if I've heard about it. Mostly. But you don't have to, of course, like, I'm just curious. I saw a video, say, of sorts about it back then. I said it was really good, even if the premise sounds weird. I mean... I like to think, not always, of course, because like, depends on the genre, but usually if the premise of the anime sounds weird, it can be either a really good or a really bad start. There's no in between. I'm trying to think of examples. I mean, I have some, but then I keep going to another one afterwards. And I know you also don't mean weird like that, so I'm like trying to think of one that has weird like that. But yeah, my favorite, my favorite childhood anime overall was, which was the one I was talking about earlier from the quiz, was The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, which is mostly known on the internet for the sexual harassment of its main characters by the main character. But it's really good. At least I really, really liked it, and the psychological part of it is really nice. It's just like, I wish they would chill with that side. That would be great. What's what like that? Well, to me, at least, in that kind of mindset, I think it's either really weird, like, got reincarnated into a slime kind of weird, or weird in the NSFW way. And the most of the example I was thinking was like, oh yeah, it's weird if you put it like that, but if you actually think of the story, it's not that weird. It's just fantasy. Because like then you can kind of just be devil's advocate and say that anything is weird, because like, ooh, ninjas and stuff, but like, for Naruto, for example. But I don't think that's what you mean. I don't know actually if that's what you mean. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Because I can do like if I twist stuff a certain way, I can do a summary of Fullmetal Alchemist that's like quote unquote really weird, but I like it's not. I wouldn't call it NSFW. I don't even know what I would call it at this point. I'm making it sound more serious, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, you don't want to see it. It's fine. It's fine. If you remember later, you can ask me in DMs. Maybe I feel like answering. I'm writing that down. Writing down is cheating. I have ADHD. It's not cheating. Because then I can just also send the DM now. It also works. I'm sending us the ADHD. Haha. I just factored in. You forget I've been living with it for way too long. No, honestly I would have remembered, I think. Because I'm too nosy. God, now I'm thinking about the quote-unquote weird anime from when I was younger, and like, just School Days keep coming back into my brain. God, I have the DVD. Do I still have them? I think so. I must still have them. I have the DVDs for School Days, and I don't think that's a good thing. God, I remember it was when I was in my period of like trying to watch as much gore as I could for like anime and stuff. 2D stuff, not real life stuff. Because I was trying to be edgy. And like I remember getting School Days and being like, ugh, that's boring. God. But that's also when I watched Mirai Nikki and such and such. Mirai Nikki was fun though. I kind of want to rewatch Mirai Nikki one day. And Denman Wonderland. Denman Wonderland I know was never like renewed, so I would need to read the manga. But Mirai Nikki I kind of want to rewatch to see if I like it now. Because I think it got so like memed after a while and such that I'm like, it's hard to remember like if it was actually good or not. Wait, what was the... Oh, yeah, it was not that. Okay, good. I was like, what was the basic Luke pose? Because I needed to not be the same. I never watched Parasite either. I think the visuals of it just didn't call to me. belly button's a bit too high. There you go, better. I need my Pinterest board for them as well. So I have it on side. No, not. Oh yeah, okay. God, I looked up Berserker Sword the other day because I need a ref for one, and like I just saw the image of the Berserker Sword on the Pinterest search bar, and for a second I thought that was a dynamite stick thing, because it looks kind of similar from away, and I was like, why did I look up dynamite? I haven't. It was the sword. This is what I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay. I'll be right back though, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Be right back. Hopla. Up, I'm back. Hop là. Oh, I forgot to take out the be right back thing. Eee. Here we go. Ah, no. Here. Here. Okay. Play as triples. Yeah. Some of the films I'm like, oh, is that from? And I look and I'm like, yes, okay, nice. Because since they have like different Ace Attorney themes on Cobas and they have less, let's say, than they had on Spotify, I put like a few. I could only put some from The Great Ace Attorney, so I don't know all of them. Like I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. Like I used to know all the ones I put in the other playlists. So now I'm like, oh, what's this from? Especially since I put all of the ones from Date Everything as well in there. Yeah, it's better. Did I make the torso too long? Or is it body? Yeah, I think I made the torso a little too long. I should like import one of the ones from Luke or Charlie to see if it's like because the head's a bit small. If it's proportional, the head's a bit too small compared to the others. Don't you forget about me. This is the one. Here. Okay, scroll. There you go. Where's my thing? Here it is. I can put my. Oh, great. I'll have to do that later. Up. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Okay. I'll probably just do a sketch for that and then finish there. Okay. Okay, so today we I'm going to put you there for now, and same for you, please. Thank you. So today we started the Ambrose sketches and finished the Charlie sprite. I'll try to have all the Ambrose sketches done for Friday so we can just start doing the line art and such. I think that'd be good. And that way I can take more of my time maybe. So tomorrow we got Corn. Hopefully finishing the game because that would be good for my scheduling. for the schedule I have planned in my brain for the next few weeks. It'd be good if we finish tomorrow, but if we don't, it's fine. But yeah, tomorrow Quern, off stream on Thursday as always, our time on Friday. Celeste, starting Celeste on Saturday, and co-working on Sunday. But yeah, I have quite a few like fun streams planned for the next few weeks, so it'd be nice if I finished Quern. But yes, I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow for Quern. I'll try to fix also the PNG situation by Friday. But yeah, thank you for watching, bye bye.